afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome once again to our annual 4th of July celebration, a wonderful and time-honored tradition in Somerset. Before we start with the program, I need to say a few words to kick things off. First, thank to all of our citizens who are attending this event today, especially the many residents who volunteered to help with the festivities. Somerset, in many ways, represents the ideals that we celebrate as Americans today. It is full of hardworking residents who pull together for the overall betterment of our community. We strive to be an inclusive, forward-thinking, and respectful town. We have an elected town government with a council that strives for fairness and to do what is right for its citizens. And we, of course, have an active and engaged citizenry that helps our small municipal government be as representative as possible. In addition to the best residents, we are also very lucky in Somerset to have the best representation in the state at the state level, the county level, the school board level, and on, congressional. And before I turn it over to our esteemed group, I want to let everyone know of the order of events today. First, we will have Andrew Lewis, who has served as our resident anthem leader for many, many years, and who has graciously offered to do so again this year, leading our singing of the Somerset and national anthems. For those of us who need a refresher on the lyrics of the Somerset anthem, we have printed copies which have been distributed. And then we will have the Children's Color Guard to bring in the Somerset, Maryland, and U.S. flags. And then after that, the rest of the program will continue. So we will start it off with our color guard, which is led by our Deputy Town Manager, Justin Burgett. And our color guard is Julian Garin of Surrey, Eli Bolton of Cumberland, and one or all of the, which Doherty? And Scarlett Doherty of Trent. So let's give them a huge shout out round of applause. Thank you, young people.
Good afternoon. Whoa. Good afternoon, everyone. So please rise, remove your caps, direct your attention to the American flag, please. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have also been thinking about, preparing, and practicing the singing of the Somerset Anthem, which we do annually as a kind of town rah-rah and a mild form of torture. So, ladies and gentlemen, just by way of reminder, the tune goes, In the shadow of our nation's home, there lies a special place, born when a century turned its page, and grown with timeless grace, where neighbors live 'neath noble trees, and friends are made we won't forget. We call it home, this special place, our town of Somerset. And now we will do it all together. All right. In the shadow of our nation's home, there lies a special place, born when a century turned its page, and grown with timeless grace, where neighbors live 'neath noble trees, and friends are made we won't forget. We call it home, this special place, our town of Somerset. All right, think about it. We'll do it again next year.
Thank you. I would also like to thank Ann Kelly Bolton, who has been lobbying for a number of years that we have an improved sound system. And I hope you all notice how much better it is. So thank you, Ann, for your lobbying, and also for Town Clerk Linda Williams, who handled all the particulars. And now, coming to the stage, the highlight that we've all been waiting for a year, our children's reading of the Declaration of Independence. And I want to thank Erlinda Doherty for taking charge like has never been done before.
When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just power from the council of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundations on such principles, and organizing its powers in such form, as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness.
Prudence, indeed, will dictate that governments long established should not be changed, for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed.
But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security.
Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. The history of the present King of Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over the states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world.
I forgot. I know. He has refused his assent to laws, the most wholesome and necessary for the public good. He has forbidden his governors to pass the laws of immediate and pressing importance unless suspended in their operation till his assent should be obtained, and when so suspended, he has utterly neglected to attend to them.
He has refused to pass other laws for the accommodation of large districts of people, unless those people would relinquish the right of the representation in the legislature, a right inestimable to them and formidable to tyrants only.
He has called together legislative bodies at places unusual, uncomfortable, and distant from the depository of their public records for the sole purpose of fatiguing them into compliance with his measures. He has dissolved representative houses repeatedly for opposing with manly firmness his invasions on the rights of the people.
He has refused for a long time after such dissolutions to cause others to be elected, or by the legislative powers incapable of annihilation have returned to the people at large for their exercise, the state remaining in the meantime exposed to all the dangers of invasion from without and convulsions within.
He has endeavored to prevent the population of these states for that purpose, obstructing the laws for naturalization of foreigners, refusing to pass others to encourage their migrations hither, and raising the conditions of new appropriations of land. He has obstructed the administration of justice by refusing his assent to laws for establishing judiciary powers.
He has made judges depend on his will alone for the tenure of their offices and the amount of payment of their salaries. He has erected a multitude of new offices and sent hither swarms of officers to harass our people and eat out their substances. He has kept among us in times of peace standing armies without the consent of our legislators. He has affected to render the military independent of and superior to the civil power. He has combined with others to subject us to a jurisdiction foreign to our Constitution and acknowledged by our laws, giving him assent to their acts of pretended legislation.
For quartering large bodies of armed troops among us, for protecting them by a mock trial, for punishment for any murders which they should commit on the inhabitants of these states, for cutting off our trade with all parts of the world, for imposing taxes on us without our consent.
For depriving us, in many cases, the benefits of trial by jury, for transporting us beyond seas to be tried for pretended offenses, for abolishing the free system of English laws in the neighboring province, establishing therein an arbitrary government, and enlarging its boundaries, so as to render it at once an example and fit instrument for introducing the same absolute rule into these colonies.
For taking away our charters, abolishing our most valuable laws, and altering fundamentally the forms of our government, for suspending our own legislatures and declaring themselves invested with power to legislate us for us in all cases whatsoever. He has abdicated government here by declaring us out of his protection and waging war against us.
He has plundered our seas, ravaged our coasts, burnt our towns, and destroyed the lives of our people. He is, at this time, transporting large armies of foreign mercenaries to complete the works of death, desolation, and tyranny, already begun with circumstances of cruelty and perfidy, scarcely paralleled in the most barbarous ages, and totally unworthy the head of a civilized nation.
He has constrained our fellow citizens, taken captive on the high seas to bear arms against their country, to become the executioners of their friends and brethren, or to fall themselves by their hands.
In every stage of these oppressions, we have petitioned for redress in the most humble terms. Our repeated petitions have been answered only by repeated injury. A prince whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant, is unfit to be the ruler of a free people.
Nor have we been wanting in attentions to our British brethren. We have warned them from time to time of attempts by their legislature to extend an unwarrantable jurisdiction over us. We have reminded them of the circumstances of our emigration and settlement here. We have appealed to their native justice and magnanimity, and we have conjured them by the ties of our common kindred to disavow these usurpations, which would inevitably interrupt our connections and correspondence.
They too have been deaf to the voice of justice and of consanguinity. We must therefore acquiesce in the necessity which denounces our separation, as we hold them, as we hold the rest of mankind, enemies in war, in peace, friends.
We therefore, the representatives of the United States of America, in General Congress, assembled, appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do, in the name and by the authority of the good people in these colonies, solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are, and of right ought to be, free and independent states.
That they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown, and that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved, and that as free and independent states, they have full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish commerce, and to do all other acts, and
things which support the independent states may right do, and for the support this firm reliance on the protection of the divine providence, we must mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. The end.
Wasn't that incredible, everybody? It's worth the wait. So that was Julian Guerin, Eli Bolton, Ronan Doherty, Cillian Doherty, Scarlett Doherty, Sebastian Riley, Clara Riley, Dylan Riley, Anna Ty, Thatcher Ty, Catherine Klemner, Leah Isabel Klemner, Scarlett Lebovich, Indu Kumar, Harrison Corman, the son of our delegate, Mark Corman, Liam Bryce, Sabrina Bryce, Amelia Lawler, Celine Lawler, Claire Rovak, the daughter of our council member, Sebastian Bremer-Lamadrid, and Maximilian Bremer-Lamadrid. Thank you once again. Those are our future. And so now if our elected and appointed officials could line up here, they will each be asked to deliver a brief remark, starting with our county executive, who's coming forward. And then if everybody else could line up here. So
you've had good timing on all of this because you're getting cloud cover. So this is the first break from the sun that some of us have had who started early today. I'm really happy to be here. It's a great celebration. But it's a really hard time. I mean, I'm wondering what kind of 4th of July we celebrate a year from now. And are we going to have the same rights that we have today? Are we going to have the same rights that we have a year from now? And I just hope people, the Supreme Court apparently has become the most powerful body in the land. And I hope people are thinking about what's happening because, we look at the county government, things we do, spaces we occupy in terms of trying to build a better county. And there's a lot of concern about being able to do the kind of work that we've been doing. And it's at the county level and the state level. And it's frankly a bit alarming to be dealing with this. It's, great to think of this as a celebration. It was interesting listening to the reading of the grievances against the king. And I'm wondering about, do we wind up having a celebration or reading a new set of grievances? I hope that's not the case. We've built so much in Montgomery County. Montgomery County is so much, in many ways, an exception to what happens in much of the rest of America. We help more people. We provide a greater range of services. You've got government that's more directly involved than many other places, and there's a lot to be thankful for here. And we've got amazing potential in this county, and we continue to try to build on it. And 4th of July is a reminder of what freedom was supposed to be about and what freedom is supposed to allow us to be capable of. So I'm excited to be part of this. I hope we're doing this again next year and feeling good about where we are and not wondering how we're going to manage a very different situation. So thank you all for being here. It's great to see these all over the county. I've been as far away as Calverton. I wind up in Friendship Heights next. It's been a great journey through here and great to see people out all over the place. Thank you very much.
Okay, so next we'll have Council President Andrew Friedson, our district council member.
Thank you, Mayor Slavin. Let's hear it for the mayor. Let's hear it for the council. I'm Andrew Friedson. I have the privilege and honor of being able to represent you on the county council, being able to serve this year as the council president with Lorianne Sales, who's here, and 9 of our other colleagues. It's great to be here with all of you, to be able to celebrate our country and to be able to celebrate community. These are tough times. These are challenging times that really have challenged us as a community, as a county, and as a country. But it's times like these that make moments and days like this even more important for us to stand as strong as we can, as together and as unified as we can be, to stick up for the values that make our country what it is. And there are few places on earth that represent those values better than the town of Somerset, and that we are trying our best to represent and uphold and uplift in Montgomery County, and with our amazing state representatives and our school board members and our extraordinary member of Congress who has been the great defender of our democracy at the federal level. I am honored to be able to say for the first time my niece just finished kindergarten at Somerset Elementary School. So Somerset has always held a special place in my heart every year that I come back to see you on this amazing day and at other events. But now I have a personal connection as well. And just on behalf of all of our colleagues, on behalf of the county, we just want to say thank you for representing everything that we are celebrating today and for being a light amid some of the darkness that we're seeing around the country and in communities across the nation. You really are the embodiment of what community looks like, and we appreciate you and we celebrate you and want to wish you a happy 4th of July.
Thank you. Councilmember Lorianne Sales. I'm just going to mix it up a little bit. Just stay with the county.
Thank you, Mayor Slavin. Happy 4th, Somerset. No matter what is happening across the country, we can always remember that in Montgomery County, we value democracy, we celebrate democracy, and together, collectively in November, we will fight for our democracy. My name is Lorianne Sales. I'm honored to serve as your at-large council member. I serve on the Health and Human Services Committee and the Economic Development Committee. And you have a lot of representatives here who want to come and say hello. Thank you always for welcoming me, and thank you to the town of Somerset for making community right here in Montgomery County. Have a wonderful and safe, happy 4th of July. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's have our school board president, Carla Silvestri, followed by school board member Julie Yang, followed by school board member Shebra Evans.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Carla Silvestre. I am the president of the Board of Education. It is so wonderful to be here with you all today. I came to this country when I was 8 years old, and one of my first memories of being in this country was celebrating the 4th of July. One of my favorite holidays, and I love being part of these events in the community, being together. So thank you for organizing this wonderful event. Great to be with you all today. As you all know, you may have heard, we have a new superintendent in Montgomery County Public Schools who is an alumni of Somerset, Westland, and BCC. So we're very happy about that. He still has family in the area. So we're excited for our new school year. I know it's still start of summer. Great to see so many kids here. Don't forget to read and practice your math facts. And congratulations to all the graduates of Somerset, of this community. So thank you for having us.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Julie Yang, serving on the Montgomery County Board of Education. I represent this area. This year, I had the opportunity to spend time on each of the area schools, Somerset, Westland, and BCC. And I'm also excited, besides welcoming a new superintendent, welcoming a new principal at Westland this fall. Now, today is rooted in history. It is recorded that after the Declaration of Independence was signed in Philadelphia, celebration across the nation broke out. People gathered together just like us today, just like how we are doing it now. However, though, nowadays, teaching or educate our history in our schools is under siege. That's what I want to say. 28 states have discussing policies on restrictions on teaching history and especially race, and 12 states have already enacted policies restricting educators on the ways they teach slavery and racism in our schools. So as we are facing challenges in Montgomery County, we will continue to incorporate the diverse experience of our various student groups in our curriculum. We have started, there's still a long way to go, and I ask for your support, and I will work together to make our school a place for all of our students and have them be successful in academics and in life. Thank you so much. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th, happy 4th. It's so great to be here in Somerset to see all of you. Can we give our students another round of applause that came up here today to the Declaration of Independence? That was awesome. I had to tell my college student, she'll be a senior in the fall. I said, look at what they're doing. This is awesome. I love Somerset because you always raise and lift up our students. I also want to acknowledge Congressman Jamie Raskin. What I love about Montgomery County, you know, there are tough times, as it was stated, in our country, but in Montgomery County, what you can be guaranteed of is that our families are engaged, our students are engaged, and in Montgomery County Public School System, we value the voice of our students. And a lot of our students go through the democracy of summer with our Congressman Jamie Raskin, so I really appreciate that because he's gearing them up, because we always say the students are our future. So I didn't say who I was. I'm Shebra Evans. I know it was stated earlier. I am currently running for re-election and serving on the Board of Education. I am in my 8th year. I've lived here for 23 years with my husband. Last week, I just dropped off our last graduate from MCPS at college. She'll be playing volleyball at Ohio University. And I thank you, because I cried all the way home, but what I'm happy about is that I know that she's prepared for the next step, because MCPS does that for our students. And she said bye to me. Her tears, she had none, right? So I feel better that she was ready and prepared. And so just asking for you all, as you think about the presidential election and all the other races, that you go down ballot for the Board of Education. Our schools are very important, and it's very important that we have leaders that have the experience and they're able to carry forward the mission of ensuring that our students are academically prepared, critical thinkers, and creative problem solvers that have the social and emotional skills to be ready for college or career or whatever their future may hold, and to be able to be a part of their community like everyone is here. So thank you so much to our mayor here, because I call him my mayor too, even though I live right down the way. Jeffrey Slavin is just such a great advocate for this community, and just thank you all. And I'm glad the weather held up. So good to see you all. Celebrate, enjoy your family, and enjoy this day. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And now we will have some members of the best state delegation in Annapolis, led by our new Senator Sarah Love, followed by Delegate Mark Corman and Delegate Sarah Wallach.
Thank you so much, Mayor Slavin. Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to see you. I am your newly minted Senator, Sarah Love, and I am thrilled to be here this afternoon to see you all. Where I live near the Naval Research Facility, and every morning at 8 o'clock, they play the national anthem, and I absolutely love it. But this morning, it was even more poignant as I thought about the anger and the division and the frustration that people have about our political situation. And then I stopped and I thought, wow, we have great people in Montgomery County, my colleagues, Delegate Mark Corman, Delegate Sarah Wallach, and our county council. And it told me that voting matters, if we didn't all know that, which this community does, but that we can make a difference when we all come together. And that's one of the things that I am so proud of and excited about, to live here and to represent this community, a community who cares, and a community that comes together and knows that we can make change together. So thank you all for your activism. Thank you all for voting. Thank you all so much for everything that you do. And I hope you have a wonderful and safe and cool rest of the 4th of July.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Mark Corman. I'm one of your state delegates alongside Delegate Wallach. And this is why I love coming to Somerset. I also love coming to Somerset because you always welcome me every year, as well as my son. This is, I believe, his 7th year reading part of the Declaration of Independence. So thank you for welcoming us. As you're hearing in a lot of our comments, our politics can be, I'll say, difficult. National events can be challenging. So I just want to give you a piece of advice, if you don't mind a little Corman-splain. Turn off the cable news for a minute and think about the sweep of Maryland history. 4 Marylanders signed the Declaration of Independence. Let's see if I can do this without Congressman Raskin here. Thomas Stone, Charles Carroll, Samuel Chase, and William Paca. They were all white men who were slave owners and from slave-owning families. Fast forward 248 years, and we have a black governor in the state of Maryland, a black attorney general, a female comptroller, and not to make this political, but if I have my way, a black U.S. senator, a black woman U.S. senator. So it doesn't always feel that way, and we have an Indian American lieutenant governor. So it doesn't always feel that way, but there is progress, and things do improve over time. So shut off the cable news for a couple minutes on the 4th of July. Think about the sweep of American and Maryland history, and have a great holiday. Thank you so much.
That was excellent. That was excellent.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sarah Wallach, your newest delegate from District 16. It's lovely to be here. I believe I'm spending holidays with you all because I was here last visiting Mayor Slavin and your council right around Thanksgiving. So it's wonderful to see many of you for the first time. I'll say just a brief introduction for myself. I am a resident of Bannockburn, so that's very close to Glen Echo for those of you who don't know where that is. I have 3 kids, grew up in Montgomery County, graduated from Wooten High School and University of Maryland, where most recently, before I took this job, I was a professor for 7 years, teaching young people on how to live a more fulfilling life. Before that, I was in the federal government for about 10 years. So the policy work that I'm really excited to be doing on your behalf is around fulfillment and flourishing. And this gathering today is really part of what I'm really excited about, which is social connection and community. This past session, I had a bill that was supported senior social connection, helping seniors stay in their community in our district so they can age in place. And I'm so excited that you are taking the time to come together and for also inviting us. Just one more comment is I'd love to thank my team who is here with me today. I have these fantastic young women, Claudia, Josie, Mana, and Eleni, if you guys can say hi. Can you give them a round, please? Thank you, and thanks so much for having me.
So I think everyone knows that Somerset is one of the safest municipalities in Montgomery County, probably in the state. And a lot of it is due to the incredible leadership we have from the 2nd District, our Commander Amy Down.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me again. And I want to say thank you again to our readers of the Declaration of Independence. They did an amazing job. And what a wonderful reminder of our American foundation. I want to talk about that for just a second because I think that we can all agree that we're coming into a bit of a tumultuous season here in America. And Mark Corman, I think, said it best. He said, turn off the TV for just a moment and enjoy what you have right here in Somerset. If you believe cable TV, if you believe social media, you would think that crime is rampant, crime is out of control. In fact, crime is down in Bethesda. We're down about 2% across most of our areas that we measure, which is great news. I credit that to a couple different things. Number one, my cops are absolutely amazing, but it's also because we have involved communities here in Bethesda, just like the one you enjoy here in Somerset. So I want to say thank you for that. And as a final remark, as we go into the next several months and we don't know what they're going to bring, I'd like to remind you each to be kind. There's a measure of success in knowing that we can have political disagreements with our neighbors. We may not agree about anything, but at the end of the day, we can come to a table, break bread, and enjoy each other's company. So I just remind you, I ask you, please be kind. And thank you, Somerset, for having me today.
And aren't we lucky to have such an incredible commander in our district? And now we will have our annual address from our superstar Congressman, Jamie Raskin.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Mayor Slavin, for this hour and 45 minutes you've granted me for a full-blown filibuster on Independence Day. Hello, Somerset. Hello, Somerset. I brought some friends with me. Those are some of the kids in Democracy Summer 2024. We got 150 of them in Montgomery County. We got more than 1,000 of them across the United States of America in 44 states working to defend democracy and freedom. Thank you for this beautiful weather. This is a big step up from Capitol Hill, where I like to say it's not the heat, it's the stupidity. And we've got lots of that. But I want to thank you for being the coolest small town in America right here, Somerset, in Montgomery County. And I want to thank all of you guys for reading the Declaration of Independence. I was thinking, as this was going on, Jeffrey, people used to ask President Lincoln, well, why does he always talk about the Declaration of Independence? Because when he got up at the battlefield at Gettysburg in 1863, he said 87 years ago, which is 87 years. In 1863 minus 87 years gets you to 1776. And everybody else used to talk about the country starting in 1787 with the Constitution. And they said, well, why do you start with 1776? Why do you do the Declaration instead of the Constitution or the Articles of Association or the Articles of Confederation? There were lots of different iterations before the Constitution. He said, because it was the Declaration that embodied the ideals and the values of the country, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And all men, today we would say all men and women being created equal and the consent of the governed. And so somebody said to Jefferson, well, what's the relationship between the Declaration and the Constitution? And he gave this beautiful image. He said, the Declaration of Independence is like, well, he said, no, the Constitution is like a beautiful silver platter upon which rests the golden apple of freedom. That's the Declaration. In other words, constitutional democracy gives us the structure to defend our freedom, but the golden apple is our liberty and our freedom. And in America today, we are going to defend our democracy, and we're going to defend our freedom also against all comers, against anybody who would dare to take them away from the American people. So on this holiday, we get to celebrate this gorgeous community, a community that flies the American flag right side up in all the yards I saw. I didn't see any of those Appeal to Heaven flags, but you know what? That's a beautiful flag too. If you do a little research on the Appeal to Heaven flag, that was flown by American revolutionaries who also were fighting for the American Revolution. They weren't fighting for monarchy. And so the Democracy Summer Fellows are passing out little baby constitutions and Declaration of Independence. Any of you kids want one? Come and get one, and we got them for you. We got declarations, we got constitutions for everybody. And don't leave home without it. You're going to find in there the First Amendment, freedom of speech, free exercise of religion, no establishment of religion. You're going to find the Equal Protection Clause. You're going to find the Foreign Emoluments Clause. You can't take money from foreign monarchs in foreign states. And you know what you don't find in there? You don't see a single word in here about presidential immunity, because our founders didn't create a constitutional monarchy. They created a constitutional democracy, and we're going to defend it with everything we've got. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day, everybody.
Wasn't that incredible? Thank you so much, Jamie. I seem to have lost my, oh, here it is. Sorry, everybody. So, today is really all about our young people. And now we would like to celebrate our graduates and the record-breaking swimmers. Let us all cheer them on and show our support. Hard work pays off, and each and every one of our graduates and swimmers has persevered through challenges on their way to these great achievements. So now I'm going to call up our Council President Robin Barr and Councilmember Shannon Rovak to announce our graduates.
Point. All right, the 2024 graduates. Do we want them all to come up?
Yeah, they're going to come up.
All right, so as I announce your name, please come forward so you can stand in a line. First of all, Celeste Bouillet from Fallstone, who's got her high school diploma in French baccalaureate and is going to Bocconi College in Milan, Italy. So. And next is Carmen Torricella from Fallstone, went at BCC High School, is heading to Georgetown and is committed to the women's rowing team. Lindsay Shoemaker from Cumberland is graduating from Somerset Elementary and is going to Westland Middle School. And she likes basketball and sushi. June Zaft from Dorset is also going to Westland, has graduated from Westland Middle School and is going to Bullis High School. And June is a dolphin record holder.
Yeah, Junie.
Nicole Vanderson is from Fallstone, graduated from Georgetown University, is now living in New York City and working as a paralegal for the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. And then we have three Panners. Mikey Panner from Essex is graduated from Tulane, summa cum laude, and Phi Beta Kappa, and is starting Georgetown Law School this August. Joey Panner is graduated from Montgomery Blair High School and is going to Pitzer College in Claremont, California. And Nini Panner is going to, they're all from Essex, is going to Charles Smith Jewish Day. So I just graduated from Charles Smith Jewish Day School and is going to the joint degree program in Tel Aviv University, Columbia University. So we're starting with Sophie.
Where are we? Oh, thanks. Okay, so we have Sophie Leibowitz from Trent, who has graduated from Norwood Park Preschool and is going to be heading to Somerset Elementary School. What? We have Joey Edick, who's graduating from Westland and is going to BCC. And we have her brother, Cameron Edick, graduating from Somerset Elementary and going to Westland Middle School. Yay. Thatcher Ty from Essex is graduated from Washington Episcopal School and will be going to St. Andrew's Episcopal School. Mira Oron from Fallstone has graduated from Somerset and will be headed to Westland. Jonah Rand from Uppingham has graduated from Somerset Elementary and will be going to Charles E. Smith Jewish Day School. Olivia Prats from Uppingham has graduated from Somerset Elementary. Not sure where she's going. Yay. The next up is Claire Rovac, who has graduated 3rd grade from Concord Hill and will be headed to Bullis in the fall. We have Asher Lewis, who graduated from BCC, and he will be headed to Wake Forest University. And we have Eli Mascot, who has graduated from Landon Lower School and will be headed to Landon Middle School. And then lastly, we have Everett Mascot, who's graduated from Middle School Landon and will be headed to Upper School Landon. Congratulations to everybody.
So why don't we have a photo op? Why don't we have council members with a photo op here? Did you have another one?
Yes, Dennis Horn. He just got his master's.
Oh, I'm going to let you announce it.
Yes, I'd also like to announce that Dennis Horn received his Master's of American History from University of Maryland this month.
Excellent. Yes, that's a good point. We want to honor all of our graduates of whatever age, and if we missed anyone, please let us know because we publish all this in the Town Journal. Thank you, everyone. Now I'm going to call forward Councilmember Kabir Kumar to announce the swim team records.
Happy 4th, Somerset. Okay, first I just want to make sure all of you thank Linda from the town staff. She put in a lot of effort to pull the 4th of July together. If you see her, give her a hug, thank her, and give her ideas for next year, how we can make this better. And then I want to introduce you to Justin. He's standing right here, he's busy. He's helping me give out these certificates because he is a swim coach. He doesn't coach our team. He coaches another team. But we decided that he can help give out these certificates. Okay, so I'm going to read out your names. You come up here, and then Justin will give you a certificate. Then I want you to stay here because I think we'll take a photo. So 10 Somerset Dolphin records were broken during the 2023 swim season, so last year. 5 individual records were set. In the boys' 11-12 50-meter breast, Dylan Riley. He set a new record of 37:38. In the boys' 13-14 individual events, Gage Bolton set 3 new records. 3 new records. In the 100-meter IM, besting the 2013 record with a new time of 1:05:10. In the 50-meter breast, lowering the 2013 record with a new time of 33:87. And in the 50-meter fly with a new record of 29:33. His brother is accepting. Good job, Eli. In the boys, 15-18, Miles Harrelson. Who's accepting for Miles? Joey Panner will accept for Miles. Is she okay? Set the 50-meter fly record, beating the 2015 record with a new time of 27:13. Yay, Miles. Okay, 5 relay records were set. Okay, in the mixed 11-12 200-meter freestyle, Dylan Riley, Zan Geyer, Junie Zaft, and Joey Edict. Come on, guys. In the boys 13-14 200-meter medley, Liam Bryce, Everett Mascot, Gage Bolton, and Samuel Torricilla. In the boys 14 and under 100-meter graduated relay, Beck, Funtes Darling, Dylan Riley, Gage Bolton, Gabriel Regan. In the mixed 15-18 200-meter freestyle, Miles Harrelson, Peter Kumar, Joey Panner, and Phoebe Lewis. They improved their own prior record set in 2017 with a new time of 1:52.70. In the boys 18 and under 250-meter freestyle crescendo relay, Beck Funtes Darling, Dylan Riley, Miles Harrelson, Gage Bolton, and Gabriel Regan. Additionally, the Somerset Dolphins awarded the Jeff Mascot Volunteer Service Award, established in memory and honor of our beloved former team rep and neighbor and friend, Jeff Mascot, to Nancy Giardini. Yeah. Come on, Nancy. Thank you all.
Excellent, thank you. We're going to do a photo op now. And then I would like to call the 3 judges of the cupcake contest to come up and announce the winners. So that's Leslie Kaplan, Chair Matt Zaft, and I think Bruce Tully might have left. And the competition was rough, and as soon as they're announced, that you can come eat the cupcakes. The ones that have not already been eaten.
I think I'll pull it up on my phone.
Okay,
Thank
how are we
you.
doing this now?
I want to thank these judges for an incredible job.
It was truly our pleasure.
Okay, well, we're all sugared up to do this. So we have a winner in each of 3 categories this year. One for July 4th theme, one for taste, and one for wild card originality. Do you want to do any of these, Matt?
Sure. So for July 4th themed cupcakes, our winners were Miriam Hakim and Julia Medin.
For taste,
Come get your award.
were the cupcakes submitted by the Wendell family.
Which were the chocolate ones and are absolutely fantastic. Though there were some very, very strong contenders in that category. And then finally, for originality / wild card, for her incredible design of swirling the frosting and taking immense amount of time to handcraft stars, is Catherine Klebner.
And I'm going to go back and add a description of our 4th of July winners. This was incorporated a hot dog and a flag theme on these cupcakes. Hot dog was a decorated half Twinkie, which we thought was pretty original.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so before we close this proceedings, I do want to thank our incredible town staff, our town manager, E.J. Hardwick. Where are you? I don't know where he is, but I want him to come up here for a minute. Our deputy town manager, Justin Burgett, our town clerk, Linda Williams, and our maintenance staff, Tomas Villanueva and Jose Castillo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now, EJ, I want you to come up and talk about, there's exciting news from the swim team about an event that's coming up.
Hi, hello everybody. I'm EJ Hardwick. I am the town manager for those who have not met yet. I've met many of you and meeting more of you all the time. It's very exciting. But I was just brought up by the mayor. Many of you may already know this, but a very exciting event is coming to Somerset later this month. July 20th, we are hosting the Division J Divisionals for the Montgomery County Swim League. We're expecting several different teams to come to Somerset, and it's going to be a busy but very exciting day for the town. It's the first time we're hosting this event in, I believe, 40 years, and it's 48 years, and it's the perfect event to go alongside our newly renovated pool. So I hope that even if you're not on the swim team, you'll come out and cheer on the Somerset Dolphins. So I'll hand it back to the mayor now.
So thank you everyone. Happy 4th, and we hope to see many of you at our newcomers party in the fall. Take care.